Hello, Kinder. What we're doing today is you're going to paint some poppies. And poppies are beautiful red flowers. And we're going to do different types of methods. We talked a little bit about printmaking. And one of the types of printmaking is doing stamping. And you're going to actually use your fingers. That's right, kindergartners. So if you look, we have 3 different containers that you'll be sharing at your table. Okay. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to have a cup to share with your shoulder buddy. We used these before, okay? You're going to take your finger and press, not your thumb. I think that would be too hard because you can't get it flat. You're going to take one finger, only one finger, kinders, and you're going to dip it in there, okay? And you're going to get the paint. This only goes on your paper. If you put it anywhere than this little 5x5, I'm going to take your paints away and you won't get to make a flower today. Now, if you look at this picture, okay, you're going to take and press, and you're going to just keep pressing and turning, and maybe you need to get a little bit more paint. And this is just Tempera paint. We actually used this when we made the ladybugs. And I'm turning my paper with one hand. See, that's the only paint I have on there, artist. And I'm sure you can do this. You've been doing such a great job of painting, kinders. Now see how gloppy that is? That's okay. We can do 1 flower, we can do 2 flowers. I'm going to do 3. And I'm just using one finger. Look how slow Mrs. Milligan's going. And I'm pressing and turning. And I can even come back over here. Look what I'm going to do. Come back and take some of this paint. Borrow that paint. Borrow some more paint. There. 4. You can do some with 4 pieces. You can do some with 5 if you want to go back in and make that a little bit bigger. I wish I had a color copy to show you of the, I'll show you on the slide what they look like. And I'm going to make 3. You have it on the mat. So I can keep going back, get a little bit of paint. So hopefully you won't get anything. I still have so much paint over here. I'm borrowing from here, which is totally fine. Okay. Now I have 1 dirty finger. So I will let my shoulder buddy use this as well. You'll take a paper towel, artist. Remember, we get a little messy. No big deal. Wipe that finger as best you can. Okay, look at that. Well, my hands are kind of have cracks in them. I have all kinds of paint. Mrs. Milligan's just fine. So my finger's pretty good. Now, if you look, the next thing I do, I have to wait for this to dry. So I'll probably not be able to do this yet. I might have to do this next class. We'll see. You're going to make some grass so it looks like it's in a field. Remember, we have our beautiful Miss Paula's. We'll make sure we take care of her. We put our fingers on the grippy, hold her up and down, pull towards me, only dip the tip. Now in this little container, you're going to have some green tempera, okay? You're going to have to be careful when you paint, artist, that you don't want to get mixed with the red. So I'm going to dip the tip. See, there it is, hard to see with that green. And watch what Mrs. Milligan's doing. I'm going right off the edge, getting onto the mat. That's okay. What kind of lines am I doing? I'm doing a straight line. They're diagonal. Some of them are curved a little bit, okay? Now I have to get up to the top of where my flowers are. You can put your fingers up here. See where I'm holding my paper? Pulling Miss Paula. And I'm just taking and making lines. Make them come all the way up to the flowers, but careful that you don't smear that red paint. I'm going to go up just a little bit, up just a little bit. Maybe put one over here, okay? Because I don't want to mix my paint, because everybody's going to be using this paints. Now, artist, if you want to go back in, see where I'm getting paint on the edge? That's okay. It's all right. We can clean up these maps later. And I'm going to fill this part in at the bottom so then it looks like that's the ground, and then these are things coming up from the flowers. What do I do with Miss Paula? I take her in the water, scrub a little bit on the bottom, very carefully, check the side, okay, so we're not hurting Miss Paula. Take and dry her very carefully, gently, and reshape her and put her up in the cup. Now the next step that you're going to do, like I said, I don't know how, you will probably do this later, we'll see. Maybe it'll be okay to do it in one class. Wave your hand, get it to dry, and your name, we're going to put our name on there before we start with a pen. Mrs. Milligan forgot. Okay, so this is also Tempera paint. We've used Q-tips before. Remember, you use one side, and what are we going to do? We're going to dab, dab, dab. Now, I'm going to do 3, 1, 2, 3. this is working out okay. I'm not stirring with the little Q-tips, okay? So there is my finished project. I will set this on a paper towel or on the tray. At the end, artists, it always helps Mrs. Milligan if you organize your stuff. See, I'm going to put the cap on here. All right. Cap on there. Now this is after your shoulder buddies are done. One thing I want you to remember, we're going to put our name on there. I forgot to do that. I'm sorry. And then we will leave it on the map, put it on the rack, and do your coloring sheet. I'll see if I can have a picture of poppies for you to color.